watching you do what you're doing, like you say, you talked it and you walked it, man. Like none other. And knowing that, I wanted to understand from your take, what made the Legion of Doom, Legion of Boom, so dominant and to be one of the best defenses like we've ever seen in the NFL.
Yes,
so
sir.
what poured into that? Like, what was that about?
I think it was a little bit of luck. You just put a bunch of humans together that have a really similar mentality and really want to go after it. And everybody wants to be the best. Obviously, Earl was the first round pick, but Cam has a different mentality, a work ethic that is unmatched and unchallenged. And he's a destructive human being out there, as y'all have seen. And then you got Brandon, and you brought these guys together. And we all type A personality. We all alpha males. You know what I mean? We all in our own right feel like, hey, I'm the best. I'm the best to ever play. And I'm going to go out there and show it. I'm not going to say it to the world, but I'm going to go show you. But when you bring that together and you say, hey, but I'm willing to sacrifice for y'all. I'm not here to outshine y'all. I'm here to elevate the group. A rising tide lifts all ships. So I think humility might have been our greatest asset. Wow. And our coach, Chris Richard, I give him a ton of credit for being able to capture that and being able to keep us down and continue to challenge us every week, no matter what. We all got all pros. We all pros. My second year, first team all pro, 8 picks, 8 books. I'm out here. And still, I'd have 2 picks. I think I had 6 picks in the month of, it might have been 5 picks, in the month of November or something. I got player in the month. I got all this feeling good. And all he showed that whole month was me getting beat. Like, hey, and these are plays, they're not even getting the ball, or like they're not even looking that way because I know I didn't book you twice, but he's like, hey, this is what you got to correct. Hey, you got to fix this. Your footwork was sloppy here. You got to do this, and that's what you appreciate because he always brings you back to here. Now, and that was a big part of it. And you talk about Cam and Earl and Brandon and Byron Maxwell. There was so much respect and regard and love for one another. Like, we not just playing on the field. We hanging out. I'm going to his kids' birthday parties. We going on vacations together. We hanging out outside this. So it's like you're not even out there with your friends. You out there with your brothers. So there's a different kind of love and respect. When they make a mistake or you make a mistake, ain't nobody coming up to you like, man, what the F you doing? Like, come on, get it together. It's more like, hey, I know you better than that. You know you better than that. Come on now, baby. Hey, come on. We about to get it this next play. They don't know who they messing with. They didn't woke you up now, and it's just when you out there like that and you trust in each other and you playing together and you pushing each other and you want the best, you willing to sacrifice. So I hit a 350-pound tackle if it means turn the ball back and get it to Cam and he making a tackle. Like, if that's a sacrifice I need to make, that's what's going to happen. And so we did that for a long time, and we did that with other guys. And it just works out really well, and it was a blast, and it was a blessing to be able to play with those boys.
Man, that's crazy to hear that perspective like that. Like, we see it on TV, but to hear you voice it like that, like that's next level, bro. Like, the off the field stuff and the way your coach was able to always know that. I know these guys are special, but let me always bring them back down so I can give them something else to strive for, something else to. Because, like, at the end of the day, when you're building a championship culture, it's not always about this one game. It's always about playing for the last game of the season. So even though I might have seen you got beat in week 2 and they didn't get the ball, it didn't come your way. But I know that might cost us, in the playoffs. So let me go and fix that now. So that when we get, into the NFC championship or whatever it is to get to the Super Bowl, that same thing don't come back and bite us in the butt. So that's interesting to see that and hear that from you. Like I say, because we seen it. And we seen, but we didn't know what all went into that. And to say that all alpha males with all that type of humility on one side of the ball, like, man, at the end of the day, y'all were destined to be what y'all were.